I moved to a 55-acre off-grid property for my dogs. Here's what's been going on. Lots and lots of snow. I want to be real with you for a second. I mean, I'm always real with you, but I want to be realer right now. 2025 has been the hardest year of my life for a number of reasons that I'm not going to get into yet. But despite that, I'm staying incredibly busy and I'm working on a couple of really exciting new projects. These projects involve a lot of travel, so I will be gone for most of the next 6 months. More on that in a sec. But first, here is a whole bunch of new snow we got and me trying to get the plow truck ready with a broken ball hucker because I couldn't find the ice scraper. Did it work? Eventually. Did it take me way longer than it should have? Yes. Here's Bunny being an absolute sassy pants and Otter with some beautiful communication. Here he is saying, I do not like what you are doing right now. And a reminder not to punish behavior like that because it is just communication. And here we have some requisite enrichment for the puppies, after which I will spend inordinate amounts of time picking up cardboard. My most recent trip took me to New York for a couple of weeks where I stayed with my good friend Pilly, and we took a little sidebar trip to Ohio for a special project. Here we're watching Mark Beckoff, whom we love, and here we are. Here we are again, and oh, I make out with wolves now. This is Jackson, we're dating. And these are Pilly's cats. Aren't they adorable? Oh my God. Joelle and I went to a Sims-inspired YouTube party in New York, and it was interesting. Bastion was the ultimate good sport. Look at that face. Then I headed to Berkeley for the Animals and AI conference. My flight was delayed 6 hours, but I met some dogs. Halfway through the first day of the conference, my body was like, you got to get the hell out of here. So I did. I went on a walkabout. I got high altitudinally, found a $20 bill, which was cool. Got to watch some LARPers, saw some more really cute dogs. Day 2 of the conference was better for me, though. During all of the talks, I just heard a lot of suffering, and I think a lot of that suffering was intellectualized, which I had a hard time reconciling. Had a meltdown in a bathroom. The temps got a lot higher back at the cabin, and on my way back, the roads had washed out, and I had to drive through rivers, and it was like super insane and scary. The system that we used for solar power failed while I was gone, so everything in the refrigerator rotted. The generator wasn't auto-starting. Had to have the solar guy come up in these conditions, and he got a flat tire. Then he was like, maybe it's the fuses. Here's how you find them. Bring them to me between 7:20 and 7:30 tomorrow, which I did. And I think we found a temporary solution. And because I don't want to end on a down note, here's a video of 10 being the absolute cutest. He gets cuter and cuter every day. I don't know how he does it. That's it for now. Stay tuned, friends. Love you.
Oh my God. Small concerned, yeah.
Hi friends, welcome to a long overdue update. Spring has sprung up the cabin, the flowers are in bloom, the elk are back in force and Otter loves to bark at them every morning. There's abundant romping, abundant mud, and abundant Otter doing ottery things. There's also lots of grazing. Look at how cute these two are. And Buns, as always, is the consummate cozy pony, dreaming her little doggy dreams. 10 found a tiny crusty snake and was carrying it around and nibbling on it all day. I thought it was a stick. Amongst my travels recently was a trip to Peru, and I can honestly say that it has changed my life. I've always been a seeker of knowledge and a deeper understanding of what it means to really be. And I find myself now in a period of exponential growth and learning during a time and climate where everything feels violently disconnected. We are disconnected from other humans, we are disconnected from the earth, we are disconnected from all of the other beings that inhabit our planet, and most importantly and most sadly, we are disconnected from ourselves. I spent a lot of time in Peru watching free-roaming dogs. Their social intelligence was astounding, and their ability to navigate situations that our pet dogs here in America would find extremely challenging really blew my mind. The scales between human and non in this space felt really balanced to me. And it got me thinking about ways in which we can live more harmoniously with all creatures. And despite the interconnectedness of it all, this starts on an individual level. We have to care for ourselves. We have to honor ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves before we can show any of that to the world at large. But by showing ourselves this compassion, we are in service to the world. It allows us to become very clear about what matters. And what matters to me, and I know this might not be the case for everyone, but what matters to me is connection and unity and balancing of the scales. A sort of universal harmony that I do not see when I look at the news or I look at social media, or I watch people in their rat race every day, fighting to make money, to pay bills. So I'm starting small. There's a little plot here for gardening that was long abandoned on the property where I now live, and I'm gonna start growing things. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have to get back to the earth, and Otter is helping, and I'm learning, and I'm growing, and I'm thinking so much about the things that I've learned recently, and I would love to be able to share them with you if you're interested. Me assembling a rototiller is probably the least interesting thing you'll see here, but this also was a learning experience, and I'm going to use it to sow the land and plant the things, and it's truly the first step towards me feeling more connected, and I want everyone to feel more connected, because that's how we start to repair the damage that the disconnection has caused. So here I am on Earth Day, bringing it back to Earth, trying my very best to live in harmony with myself, with the land, and with these 3 amazing creatures that I've chosen to spend my life with. And I guess as you watch this, maybe you'll consider how you could do the same. We all have a long way to go, but it starts here with you, with me, with us. Till next time, love you, friends.